Pepsi Cola, I don't know ya. Jimmy Neutron, check out my neutrons. Pepsi Cola, I don't know ya. Jimmy Neutron.
What is up, guys? The James DTV here. So today we're looking at two devices I'm going to fix next year. My main camera device, the iPhone 5, of course, running iOS 10.3.4. It's got a good camera. That's why I use it more than my iPad, because my iPad's camera is not that good. Then my Galaxy S7 Edge. I know you're wondering, like, okay, what the heck? It's not even a full phone. This thing's been like this since 2019, like late 2019. October 2019. It's been over a year since this thing fell apart. I've had this thing since August of 2019. And look at what it's at now. Fell from a pretty far friggin' height. Now, what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to buy a parts phone that is black. Because I want a dark color on this thing. I don't want the silver on it. Because I honestly like the darker one better. Because it's just... in the reflection, it's not that hard on my eyes. That's why I preferred this. And that's why I was happy I had this iPhone instead of a white iPhone 5. Because I didn't really like the... because like even the boot screen was kind of jarring. It was like, oh man. So this one, of course, yeah, you're thinking, so how am I going to fix it? So I'm going to buy a parts phone off of eBay that has a fully functional display. Touch still works. Even if the digitizer, which is the front piece of glass, the front glass on it that is used to register the touch, the digitizer, even if it's cracked, but like it can't be to the point where there's glass shards coming out of it because that's dangerous. I'll get it like that because I have to get a whole new housing because and I have to get a parts phone because these buttons I don't even know how to put in because I'm missing the recent one. It ripped free when it broke, and yeah. And then this thing's water resistant, so I like this one. Then this also has in the SIM tray. It has a micro SD slot, which is what most Samsung smartphones have now. I think all of them have it now. I'm not 100% sure. But I just know that I like the S7 Edge for that. And then the water resistant. So the best thing about this is it knows when there's moisture in the charging port. You just got to kind of shake it if it gives you that pop-up. Because one time I plugged in, it wasn't charging. Because this is when I had a really terrible battery. It started out with a really good one. And then the battery quality went down because I had it plugged in. And I was using it for over like 3 hours. And it just told me that it gives me a little pop-up, kind of like when you pair your AirPods to an iPhone and it gives that pop-up, but it was kind of shorter, and it said like there's moisture detected in the charging port, so it's not going to charge. And then also, let me take out the SIM tray again. This is like the third time doing it because I re-recorded the video because it was too long. So yeah, as you can see, there's like, I don't know if you can see it, there's like a rubber gasket on the, and that line is the rubber gasket above the SD card part. That is for water resistance, and it'll keep the water out, which is pretty cool. So I'd have to buy the replacement, the parts phone. I'd have to, if it has a back cover on it, take off the back cover and then remove the plastic pieces on there. I'm missing a ton of screws on this thing. I don't know what happened to them all, but they're all missing. And then what I do is I take out the circuit board on the parts phone, I take out the one out of here, switch them over, and then I'm not going to reuse these plastic pieces off of this one because this one's missing the flippin' charging coil, and that ripped free when it broke. I'm missing the sticker on there, which came off when it broke, and then like this top one's got like red paint on it from when I tried painting this product red after. This was after it broke. I did a couple weird paint colors to it. I was trying to see what product red would look like. And then on the screen, on the digitizer, where there's like these holes, that was from me puncturing it with a screwdriver when I was bored. I threw out the OLED because it like started to cut me. I had thrown out the OLED. And yeah, and I had someone dispose the battery. And then yeah, this phone is pretty bad shape. It's in pretty bad shape. And then also my earpiece does not work anymore. The flex cable ripped on it. I accidentally ripped it when I was trying to open the board. And I tried to get the board out just to examine it. Now these things are water resistant, which is what I like. Versus this thing, I know someone who had one of these that it got ruined from water. And then what's funny is I had another one of these like 2 years ago. It got ran over and I restored it and it worked perfectly fine. But yeah, this S7 Edge has a fingerprint reader. It has those back and recents buttons, which is funny because after I was using this phone for like about 2 months, I was trying to use my friend's iPhone for something. I was like trying to tap the back button. I'm like, why is this not? Oh, I was like, oh, it's an iPhone. It's not a Samsung. I was like, I hate myself. So now those are the 2 things I'm going to fix next year. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you what I'm going to do with this one. So if you're wondering about the Dutch Bros sticker, that is the reason I have this on here is because there's scratches on the back and I don't want it to show, even though I'm like missing glass right here and it's all shattered up here. So I'm going to put a whole new digitizer on it because I think this one's screwed up, and I'll put a new display because there's like kind of hard to notice, but there's some dead pixels that like to come and go. And I'm gonna put a custom home button cover on it, like the little plastic piece. It's gonna look like the Touch ID one. I'm gonna put a silver housing on it. I'm not doing the body work myself. I'm having a phone repair store called I Repair It that's like close by that they're gonna do it. I'm gonna have them take off the white glass pieces on the silver housing. I'm gonna have the guys put on like the black one on the bottom. I'm gonna do something with the top, so I'm gonna get 2 different sets. The set for the 5, which has the round flash, and then for the 5S and SE 2016, which has the pill-shaped flash. Because I want to see if I can put a piece of paper over the flash unit on here and make it look like the 5S. Because that's why I'm getting that Touch ID style home button, and then I'm going to jailbreak it. I'm going to do the tethered jailbreak this time with someone else's PC, or I'll do my own if I get a MacBook. And then I'm going to have it jailbroken with Helix, and it'll be permanent, and I don't have to install Uniboot, which like basically doesn't even shut down the entire thing. It only it like puts in the low power mode, and then there's nothing is used on it. And then the main reason why I'm restoring this, now this thing has been broken since October 2019, and it is already November 2020. So 2021 is when this thing will get fixed, hopefully. I could probably use my allowance to pay for it, pay for the parts phone and stuff. I hope I can. I just know Samsung S7 Edge displays are over $100, so that's why I'm trying to find a parts phone with a working display that has no flaws to it. And then I'm trying to find one that says buy it now, has free shipping, and is not an auction one, and is like a good price, that has a fully functional display and everything. I'll even buy a replacement battery just because, you know. But I'm going to get the black body for it because I kind of want to do a different color. I like the silver. I think it's cool, but I want to try the black one. You know, because I saw a black not AT&T, because this is an AT&T one. I saw a black Verizon one at the mall one time a few months ago. I really liked it, and I was like, man, this color looks so sick. I wish my S7 Edge was like that, or I wish I could have bought that Verizon one. But I had an AT&T one that I could fix. Now, the thing is reset. This is reset and everything. But yeah, the 5, it's going to get that. So, it's going to look like a Space Gray 5S. That's why I'm doing the silver housing on it and everything. But I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it'll come out the way it does. The color for the silver and the Space Gray, they're a little different, but they're just about the same. That it's going to be kind of hard to notice. So, I'm going to try it, and that'll be what I'll do. Now, I did make a new sign for my studio that I haven't had anywhere to hang. I don't have anything to hang it up, but I made this. I drew it myself, so I got my iPad. The Apple logo is humongous because I screwed up on it when I was going over in permanent markers, so I just ended up having to make it larger. My AirPods, my clock radio, my iPhone, and I was trying to put the cracks and everything on it, but I couldn't do it with the black marker. The Google logo, the Apple logo, and it says the James D TV. So I am going to try to hang it up back here. It'll like go back here somewhere where you can see it, or if I move my studio area somewhere else in my room in another corner, I'll try to put it there. So yeah, 2021. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know for sure I am going to repair the S7 Edge. That is my priority, because this thing still works perfectly fine. It's the S7 Edge I need to fix up so I can use it as a camera, and then I got to get one of those mounts, like one of those camera things that I can use. And it has a microphone on it, so I can, like, when I record vlogs, it's a lot easier. And if it has the button to pause and play, It'll be a lot easier. So I can literally hold it, and then and then I can even try to find a clip-on mic that's wireless that just plugs into the headphone jack. If I could find that, or something like that. Now, I am the James DTV. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Pepsi Cola, I don't know ya. Jimmy Neutron, check out my Neutron. Pepsi Cola, I don't know ya. Jimmy